And now I'm going to share. Well, I don't really need to share my screen yet. I would like to ask, well, this is part two of the Soulmate or Cellmate workshop. And this part two, is really about me helping you understand your homework. Your homework was to choose several significant people and create your composite by adding, your star code and their star code, and then coming up with a sum total after you subtract 52 if it exceeded 52. And then there would be a composite. And this can be tricky. And I remember trying to learn this myself and I needed some help. People needed to hold my hand a little. There was questions. So I do remember that was, like 2005. And I won't forget that I was very, how, is it inclusive? How do you count this? And so I'm here to help you work out the math and to give you some insights. If you found your composite with significant others, then you may have questions about your composite and how it would impact you, the entire, couple, or the other person. Because sometimes a composite can affect one of the parties more than the other.
Mhm.
And that part is very interesting. It brings in insight and compassion. So, okay, Lee is here. Oh my goodness, everyone's popping in at once. I hear all the ding dings. Anything else, anyone else that I'm missing? Jeanette, oh, I'm so happy you're here too. Yay, hi. Okay, now I'm gonna start to share my screen and show you some of the things that I hope to get to after we work together with your composites. We may not get to it, but let's just roll with it. We'll flow and play it by ear and know that that's the goal, to learn to learn the morph technique. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, so let me get the screen share. I think I'll just share my whole desktop. How about that? This way. Well, you know what? That might not work. Hold on a minute. That didn't work last time. So what I need to do is I'm learning Zoom. These are the star codes. Everyone needs to know their own star code. So take a little screenshot of this, or you might have it handy because it was in the PDF I sent out. So you have a star code according to your card, your birth card. And you might want to do all three, your primary 3 layers birth card, which is the external card you shine to the world. And then there's the internal card. And then there's the decanate ruling card. And the decanate ruling card can only be found in the book. I didn't give the formula for that. If you go to your chapter, your birth card chapter, it's right there in that chapter because it's very complicated. The formula for decanate's not easy. Okay, so here is your star code chart that we're going to need for calculations. Maybe you've already done all this, hopefully yes. And let me then stop this share and show you some of the other things I'd like to share. So this is a case study of the difference between a morph card and a composite card. And the morph, I know hands down, the morph technique has helped me understand why I feel like I turn into a werewolf with some people. Just kidding. Not really, but with my own mother, for example, she morphs me into the blue hole. So,
Mm.
yeah, the blue hole is the 2-6. We talked about the blue hole and the black hole in the last class, and they're portals. So, our composite plus adding my card puts me into a full blown blue hole where I watch myself. I'm in a witness state and I talk to her and I prep myself before I get in the phone now. And I say, okay, she's going to morph me into the 6 of spades, but I'm going to hold space for how I want to react and how, just stay centered and balanced and remember who I am. I'm not going to allow this morphing thing to happen because when I get lost in conversation, the morph thing takes over and I find myself saying things I wouldn't normally say to like any of you, for example, or to a good friend, or I act a little wonky and then I hang up the phone and I think back, what was that? Who was I? And this can happen when it's a soul contract. So I'm in a soul contract, and we all have soul contracts with many people, especially our parents. So some of us have lovely soul contracts, and some of us have things to learn or things to. It's a long story. It's not just about learning, believe it or not. As other reasons, we have soul contracts that I've just discovered that have been mind blowing for me to understand. Okay, so this is the morph technique that I hope to get to after we discuss composites. You share your findings with me. And then if we have time, I had so much fun studying O.J. Simpson and his wife. Let me,
Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah. Uh, what
Wow.
she morphed him and he morphed her, and it was all like the death and stress cards. There was hands down someone was going to die in that relationship. So I will prove to you how it happened, which really, if the whole world could understand this, then there wouldn't the court case wouldn't have dragged out. We would have all said, oh, that's why. Okay, so let's get that preview of OJ.
Mm.
So I don't know. Am I dating myself? Am I the only one that was there when O.J. Simpson case was going crazy for like years?
No.
No, that's all everybody talked about. Well, this explains it all, and I can't wait to dig into this again. I kind of forget half of what I did. This was last year I wrote this. So, anyways, if we can, at the end of this session, we'll go till 9. At the end, if we can save a little time, we can talk about what happened between O.J. and Nicole. Okay, so let's go back to, uh, wait a minute, the actual composite. Hold on, I've got so many screens here. Not that one. Put that down. I don't know what you can see right this second, but you don't want to morph into your stress card, by the way. And who would want to be with someone that, oh my God, that would be a horrible marriage. Okay, now we're going to do a share of this one. Okay. All right, so who would like to go first? I don't think I have to explain how to do composites because I did that in the last class, right? Raise your hand if you still feel lost on how to get a composite. No, everybody's good. Okay. Okay. Oh,
Uh,
were you
I
in?
wasn't I wasn't in the last class, so
Well, you
but
probably
I'll just go along with whatever's happening. How's that sound?
sounds good. I sent an email and you were in it with the PDF from the last class and all the instructions. You'll probably pick it up as we go along. It's very simple. I mean, it's not that simple. It stumped me in the beginning, so I can't say. But right now, I've been doing it so long. It feels like I do it in my sleep sometimes. I lay there instead of counting sheep. I do composites. Okay, Lee has his hand raised. Lee, do you have a question about it?
I'll go.
Oh, you
Yeah,
want to? Yeah, yes, please.
yeah,
Show
sure.
me, tell me what composites that you've come up with, and do you mind sharing who with?
Uh, the first
You don't
one
have to, you don't
is,
have to give names, but just describe, is it a friend, a lover, a boss, a dog? I mean, just so we can kind of follow along with how you feel about the composite.
well, it's me with I haven't met him yet, but it's a potential partner, and she's going to be here tomorrow. We haven't
Oh,
met yet.
oh, you haven't met. Oh my goodness. How exciting. Tomorrow's your big day.
Yeah, yeah.
This is really good. I told you were going to meet someone, and you didn't believe it. And now look at this. And we saw you're
Well,
going to
you,
fall
s-
madly in
you,
love with this girl.
you said December, though.
Well, sometimes the timing is off a little, but
I'm
you
hoping
know,
so.
what'd you say?
I hope so. I
Well,
hope
I
it's
mean,
not
I
before
don't know
December.
if it's her. I'll know if it's her by the end of this talk between you and I, if it's a good composite or not.
Okay, I
We,
got, I got, I got a friend and this girl. So let's do this girl first.
okay,
We'll call
tell
her
me.
MK. We'll call her MK.
Okay, what's her birthday?
Her birthday is oh May 27th, 1966.
There's a 3 of diamonds, 5 of clubs. Okay, so did you already track all this? Because that was your homework.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, she's a 5 of clubs, 3 of Diamonds, and you got the star codes for those two, right?
Yes.
Good job. Okay, what did you come up with?
Well, if I do the exterior and interior, or external, internal, whatever, I got eight of spades. And if I did the external, internal, and decadent, I got jack of clubs.
Okay, I'm a little confused. So we take your external and her external, and we form a composite, and that's called the external composite. Then we put that aside. We
Right.
go to the
Oh,
internal cards, and
I
we
got
add the
you. Yeah.
internals. So your internal is a four of
So the
spades.
so the external composite was a king of diamonds for the yeah.
Oh, okay, so the external composite is the king of diamonds.
I got 21 plus 18 equals 39, which is the king of diamonds.
Oh my God, I'm in trouble.
Right?
Okay, so let me look at this. We'll start with the external, okay? So
Right.
you're an eight of clubs, that's dark code 21. So we have
Right.
21 plus her card is five
Five.
of clubs, 18. So let's take 18 plus, and we that chart where all the star codes are, if you just know that chart and hold that table in front of you, wherever you want to put a cheat note or beside you, I can't hold it on the screen at the same time to do everything else. So I wish if I took a Zoom course, I could figure out how to do it all. I don't know, but I'm not a techie Zoom person, so I'm doing the best I can. So keep your chart, your table with ace of hearts is one, two of hearts is two, three of hearts is three. 52 is king of spades, and it goes like that. And that's your table for life, and that is very simple. The five of clubs is the 18th card, and Lee's card is the eight of clubs, and it's the 21st card, starting in order with the ace of clubs, then, sorry, hearts, and then we go to clubs, then we go to diamonds, and then we go to spades. The suits have an order, and the numbers have an order, and that's what forms the table. So keep that in the back of your mind. He is an eight of clubs. On his external is a 21. And so we do 21. I don't know if you can see my calculator, but I'm doing it. 21 plus his potential girlfriend, we'll call, is an 18. She's the five of clubs, 18. And that's all in the chart. So it's not just coming out of I'm not just making this up out of the blue. And we get a 39. So king of diamonds is your first composite, the external composite. Okay, I don't love that composite, but let's see what the other ones bring. So now,
Karen, it might be better if you didn't show this morph versus composite, but if you showed the star and letter codes list, that might be helpful.
say it again.
Right now, what we see is case study morph versus composite. Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
can you
Yeah.
instead share the star and letter codes page? I think that would
Yes,
lessen
that
the
would be.
confusion.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. Let me just get out of this share. I'm used to sharing my whole screen. Just give me a second.
Who said that? That was a
That
good
was
idea.
Sarah said that.
Good
Sarah.
job, Sarah.
Yeah,
Good idea.
thanks. Yeah, I need a little someone to sort of guide me on this because I'm not proficient at Zoom, and I don't know if it's really my goal in life to be proficient. I should be, but I'm doing the best I can with it. So this is your star code letter chart. So he makes a king of diamonds with this girl, and you know the king of diamonds on the first thing I think of course, it's my stress card. So I'm trying to remove that filter and just give it a clean slate, look at it. Maybe it's his blessed card, maybe it's her blessed card. There's an upside to everything. It is part of the trine of deception. When we make one of the cards that belong to the trine of deception, they have one eye. The rest of the face cards have two. These trine of deception cards can create deception within the relationship. It invites the possibility of deception. However, if both parties are highly conscious and very accountable and awakened, then the King of Diamonds doesn't have to be deceptive. It can just be entrepreneurial, leadership qualities, great way of managing money, accumulating money, and royalty. It can feel good. When you make a king with someone, usually you feel good. But the King of Diamonds can feel good for a while, and then suddenly, if one of the parties or both are not aligned with honesty, then that one-eyed king can turn, and you got to keep both eyes open in a relationship like that. But Lee, I know you, and you're a highly conscious being. I don't know this other person. You would have to figure that out tomorrow when you meet her. Okay, what's your second composite for the internal?
Okay, four of spades. Let's see what,
43. You can see the 43,
right? And
and she's a three of diamonds. So
three of
that
diamonds.
would be
Yeah,
29,
comes out to 20.
29
Yeah,
plus
plus
43.
72
And
minus
then,
minus 52.
okay, let me do that. That would be a 20. I think
20.
it's a, yeah, that's a seven of clubs.
Seven
Okay,
of clubs.
seven of clubs. Okay, and then your decimate. Did you do the decimate, the third layer?
Yep. Mine's a six of diamonds. Hers is three of diamonds,
Okay,
which is
32,
32 and 29,
29,
equals 61.
1, minus 52, because it's over 52, is a nine of hearts. Okay, all right, I'm writing all this down. Okay, so right off the bat, the king itself is lovely. The diamond, not so much, but it might be okay. Let's check your blessed card and stress card situation. I'm going to stop the share and go to your signature cards and see, well, this potential deception. So many people come to me and there's cheating going on and lying. And, it's just unfortunate that marriage, one in every two marriages ends in divorce because not everybody is honest. So this is a really important concept. It's not doom and gloom, or it's not negative. It's just reality. Okay, so now let's look at the signature cards for Lee. Okay, let's get Lee in there. You're October 14, right?
Yep.
Oh, I have to do a 10. Hold on. Okay, here are his signature cards. Does the King of Diamonds show up here? No. Okay. Then she was born May
27.
27. And is the king? No. Let's look for anything else. The seven of clubs and the nine of hearts. So, oh no. You know what? You are her stress card. So there's your four of spades as the stress. So don't panic, because this means she is one of your soul tribe.
Where'd
When
the four of spades come from? That's the what?
it's your stress card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in her signature card, she will perceive any one or any frequency, street address, could be title of a book, whatever frequency 43 is on. It doesn't have to be a person, it doesn't have to be even a composite, it could be anything, a name even, that can cause her stress. So not ideal, but the stress cards and the bless cards are all of them, I find, in the nuclear family, the immediate family, because they're our soul tribe and we have contracts with them. We came here to work things out with them, to forgive them, to have a second chance, third chance, millionth chance, to do it more kindly. So she's one of your people. You're going to meet her tomorrow. She will perceive you as possibly some stress, but let's go deeper. I'm going to go back to you and see if any of these seven of clubs. Yeah, let me put you in.
She's had a lot of stress the last couple months.
Well, the last thing she needs to do is hang out with her stress card. That's awful. I'm sorry that she has to perceive you that way, but let's look a little closer at I don't see the nine. Well, the seven of diamonds is the twin to the nine of hearts. So there's a blessed situation going on. She may perceive you as stress, but you will perceive her as
No, not stress from me. Stress from somebody else.
I
She was going
understand.
through, not between us, though.
I understand.
Right.
But if you heard me, I hope I was articulate enough and you understood, is that this girl born on May 27th, and anyone born on May 27th, walks around life like we all do, And we meet things and people and places and experiences. And if they have a vibration of 43, they are going to perceive that thing, person, place, or whatever it is, even a relationship, as stressful. And there's nothing that we can do to change that. It's math. You can't suddenly try to be, so kind and so sweet and, buy her everything and say yes her to death to mitigate this. This is a perception. So I've had people try to stand on their head and make it better. It's how the person perceives you no matter what you do. So it's not about you. It's about her. It's almost like Maharishi said, stay in your own lane, because this is you are the, the Steven Spielberg of your own movie. And we invite the players onto our stage and we give them the script. So it's really about us and how we perceive everybody. We can't change this. In other words, how she perceives you is just how she perceives you. Let's see, maybe she did elevate, because now after age 52, this is a whole nother story, but after age 52, approximately, some people do it sooner, some people do it a little later, depends on states of consciousness, where we can elevate an octave higher than our birth card, 8 away, and then we step into that. And it only happens through adversities, divorces, losing a job, a death, whatever it is that is really life-changing and painful. How we handle that adversity, if we handle it with loving kindness, acceptance, and gratitude, then we have stepped into our Pluto card. And I call that the higher octave. And that usually happens after 52, approximately. So she may be already in her higher octave, and then that can soften the stress situation. So now I'm going to do one other thing that may be a little mind blowing, but I really paced back and forth about this today. Should I not introduce this concept? But I'm going to do it because I've been doing readings now using this concept all week, and it is up the ante 100%. So, and I've been just geeking out with it, nerding out, and brainstorming with other cardology friends, and we're all blown away by what I'm about to say. So we have a reciprocal birthday. And the reciprocal birthday, it's because we live in a world of duality. Let's face it, 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 feet, 2 ears. Everything is black and white. And if we didn't know black, we wouldn't know white. So we do live in a world where we're in duality consciousness. So why not have 2 birthdays? So so how it was given to me, it was through channeling with Chloe. Lee, Chloe. And then I was shown an image of the Vitruvian Man, and he had a foot on, there was a calendar, a flat calendar, and 1 foot, 6 months birthday here, and the other foot on this birthday. So he had 2 feet and 1 on each birthday, and he could choose which birthday, which frequency, which gifts, which, the adversities and the gifts of each birthday, we can choose to optimize at any given time. Our consciousness can do that. Our soul, our higher selves know which birthday to live from at any given moment. And we can even slide between birthdays on any given day. So we can do it several times in a day, or we can do a whole decade of just 1 birthday. I look back in my life and I know what part of my life I was living in the reciprocal birthday and which part I wasn't. Okay, so your reciprocal birthday is April 14th, and I know what that one is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that we have someone in class who is born on that day. I had a very best friend born on that day. I love that day. So it makes sense that you and I are friends, Lee, too, because of your reciprocal birthday. That is the 7 of diamonds and a black 9 stargate. So let's add your 7 of diamonds we'll start with this 33. And then we get to find her May 27th birthday. I think it would be November 27th, which is the 8 of hearts, if I'm correct. Hold on a minute.
November what?
27. I'm looking at my chart. Hold on a sec. So you would be the 33, and May, June, July, August, September, October, November 27th. Yeah. Let me make sure I do that right. 6 of hearts. Okay, so she's got a 6, and you have a 7 of diamonds. Okay, so and that's part of the special family. You're Eight of clubs and seven of diamonds is part of the special family. I've seen that with almost every reciprocal. If it's a special family birthday, their reciprocal is also special family. There's seven cards in the special family. Anyways, they're always 12 away, and that's the Queen of Hearts. So if you count on the calendar, it's 6 months away. If we count in the card calendar on the cards, they will always be 12 cards from your birth card. That 12 number is critical, which is the Queen of Hearts, the Divine Mother. Okay, and this is why the download came now, because we are having a major heart healing with the Divine Mother right now as Jupiter transits tomorrow into the sign of Cancer in exaltation, and Moon and Cancer are in partnership. Moon is the Divine Mother, and she's been afflicted for a very long time. She had a dark side. It was well, long story, but there's no more dark side. Now they healed that part of the dark side of the moon. So now the Divine Mother's is fully able to give us as much love and light as we need. And eventually, this is the start of ancestral mother healing, goddess healing, and hopefully sex trafficking and rape and all the things that have been done to women. This is the beginning of the healing. And this is why this information was given to me. 12 away is the Queen of Hearts. So we're entering a new phase in our whole world. And this is just the beginning. So the six of hearts and the seven of diamonds, 33 plus six. Can you do that? 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Oh no, it's a king of diamonds again. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's not funny. Okay, I was trying to get away from the king of diamonds for you, but you know what? I have a feeling if we keep doing I haven't been playing with composites. This is interesting. I wonder if everybody's composites are going to be the same too, because I did notice the special family had reciprocals to each other. So, well then, no, this can't be true. Ugh. Okay, let's get the internal of six. The six. Well, she has an eight of clubs. That gives you a lot of compatibility. She has an eight of clubs, and in her internal, you have an eight of clubs in your external. That could mitigate this. Let's do the eight of clubs and the four of spades. No, that just really blows my mind right there. No, not the four of spades. You had a nine of clubs as your internal on the April 14th reciprocal. I hope I'm not losing you all. It took me a while to wrap my head around this, but I wouldn't really be even doing this if there wasn't a king of diamonds. I don't want Lee to be caught in a king of diamonds situation.
I
So
thought it was seven of diamonds, April
Mm.
14th.
It's a king of diamonds composite on both levels.
Okay.
I looked at the reciprocals have the same external composite, and I was doing this to
Okay.
hope that we would not have to deal of all 52 possibilities with this same exact one, but this might be the way it is. I'm just learning this. It's all new to me regarding the reciprocals and the composites. Very interesting. Now I'm going to do the 21 plus, you had a nine of clubs, 22, and that comes to 43, the four of spades. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, there you go. Your composite. Okay. Wow, I'm just blown away by this. Okay, so she has your external card in her reciprocal birthday in her internal section. You make a 43 together, which is your internal card. So there's a lot of, I call quantum looping. So she could be the one, Lee. And the King of Diamonds may just simply be that you're both going to be working in entrepreneurial endeavors and doesn't have to be nefarious. Okay. Well, I think she's the one because it's just it's just too crazy that she has a reciprocal of your exact external card, and then a composite is formed. I don't need to keep going with it, but the composite of the four of spades is when I see all these loops like this, I think Jeanette has a question. Yes, Jeanette, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, with your reciprocal thing, like when you're saying it's looping and looping and looping and looping. And I put mine in the chat so it might be easier for you to look at and not have to try and write it down. But, for me, my morph is the Queen of Spades, external, and the internal is Seven of Clubs. And
Wait, back
did
up.
I do?
We're not doing morphs right now. Do you
Oh,
mean
I'm sorry.
are we doing? Maybe you meant composite? Did you actually?
No. My composite, it's our composites are the 10 of diamonds, 5 of hearts between me and my husband. But if I do the morph, I'm a Queen of Spades, 7 of club, and then my husband is 5 of hearts, Ace of diamonds. Our reciprocals for me is Ace of diamonds, 7 of clubs, and hubby is the 9 of hearts, Queen of Spades, King clubs. Like it just folds in
Loops.
on itself.
Yes, yes. That is brilliant. Then how do you and your husband get along?
Um, Usually pretty good, but we both we work side by side. We're not joined at the hip. We like our own stuff.
Yeah, I think space is grace. Give each other room.
Yeah.
Well, that's really interesting. So you found all the looping, and you were able to figure out the morph without. I'm impressed. I'm like, I think she meant composite, but Jeanette, you've studied with Robert Kemp, so you have a lot of training behind you, so you picked it up pretty quick. You already knew these composites, didn't you?
Yes, just your
Yeah.
vocabulary is different, so I'm like trying to figure it. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
adjusting to, okay, what's that mean?
Good. Yeah, the vocabulary, the terminology can get tripped up. The internal, external, and all that. Yeah.
I know why
So
you need to change it, but it's still like, okay, where are we?
yes. I
That's
thought
good.
about it. Do I just keep the same? I don't like the word karma for shadow. And yeah, I had to find my own terms. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
thanks for understanding.
understandable.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for sharing. And Lee, I'm excited. Please send me an email after you have your visit with this new girl. She sounds like she could be very special for you. And I'm very happy for you that you found someone. Like the math, it works out. It's just that little king of diamonds doesn't have to be what I said. I was just potential was there. So just go forward with the bliss. Don't let anything rain on that parade. Because when you meet the love of your life, you should fully open your heart and just go forward. Of course, keep your eyes wide open. Never just
Yes.
trust blindly, but just enjoy her 100%.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, keep me posted. All
I
right,
got
Mel.
one. I got
Oh,
one more.
oh, what do you mean? Oh, you have a friend. Yeah, what so go for your friend. We'll have to do this one quick because that really everybody should just do one. But let's do a friend. If it gets too complicated, I'm gonna probably go over to Melanie. But if it's a quickie, let's do it.
She's a lifelong friend.
Okay. And what's
Call
her
it
birthday?
one September 1st, 1960.
Okay, 10 of diamonds, 8 of spades. And did you do the composite with her?
Yes.
So you're both
Uh,
8. That's nice to have someone who's an 8 with you.
with let's see, is that the composite? Yeah. Okay. The external was 8 of clubs, 10 of diamonds, which is 36. So 21 plus 36 is 57, minus 52 comes up to 5, which is a 5 of hearts for the external. The internal was 4 of spades, which is 43, and 8 of spades, which is a 47. 43 and 47 equals 90, minus 52 is 38, which is the queen of diamonds. The decadent was 6 of diamonds, which is 32, plus the 8 of clubs, which is 47. So 32 plus 47 is 79, minus 52 is 27, which is the ace of diamonds.
Yes. Okay, and she's a platonic friend.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, then
but we're very close.
oh, that's really nice. So the
I've,
5 of hearts.
I've known her since high school.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
Let's see the 5 of hearts if it's a blessed card for you. No, I don't see that as a blessed card, but that's okay. Queen of diamonds, is that in there? Ace of diamonds, and let me look at the chart to see if she's your Venus card or anything. Hold on. You go straight in a row. You're like a straight flush, 8 of clubs, 6 of diamonds, 4 of spades in the earth template. So, she's your one of your composites makes a Neptune card. Do you travel with her?
No.
Because you guys would be good travel partners. Because
Yep.
the five would take you. So you can do your reciprocal with her on your own. Just get her reciprocal birthday 6 months away, and make sure it's 12 away as well if you count the codes, and see. You just get another angle, another look at that to understand it. But that's great. You make a royal queen. That's wonderful. And the 5 keeps everything fresh and lively, and there's nothing boring about the relationship. Okay, so Lee, I'm going to move on to Sarah. She's got her hand raised. It was nice to talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Sarah, did you want?
Actually, Melanie was first.
Oh yeah, Melanie.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
somehow.
so sweet.
Yes, Melanie. Let's.
Thank
What do you
you.
see on the screen? Do you see my signature page? The signature cards? I think you do. I'm going to change this. I'm going to get out of this view and go back to this view. Okay, Melanie, what do you have? Did you do the composites? Oh, you might need to take your microphone, unmute yourself.
Yes, kind of, well, kind of, sort of. I mean, I came in late on your first class, so I wasn't really following. I was trying to follow.
Did you get the email today with the PDF explaining how to do it?
Um, me,
It's okay. I just was hoping not to do square one today. I was hoping to have some progress with everybody and not have, because then it just takes longer, to have to reteach everything. So we'll do this quickly because you didn't come to part 1, and the prerequisite to come to part 2 was to at least look at the video or the PDF of part 1 so that we don't bore the rest of the students with the same thing that they spent all that time learning. So we'll do a very quick overview. Tell me your findings. What did you find with your friend?
He's on mute again.
You're muted, Melanie.
Shoot, how do I keep it to me keep speaking?
I don't know.
Okay, I just won't touch my other screen. This screen. Okay. Yeah, I have a 28 for me.
Okay.
I just need the calculations. I kind of have already the digits maybe, but I'm a 28, 2 of diamonds.
And your friend?
He is a 9 of spade, 48.
Okay, let's add that. We get a 76 minus 52 because it's over 52. So you make a jack of clubs together.
39.
Yeah,
Ah,
so your first composite is the jack of clubs.
jack of, okay.
And you're a 2 of diamonds, jack of spades, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, it's going to be quite a jacky relationship. Okay, let's get
Yes.
his internal. What is the internal?
He's a 4 of clovers, 4 of clubs.
Okay, 17 plus your jack is 50 equals 67
67
minus 52 is
Mm,
a 2 of clubs. Okay, so
okay.
it won't be a boring moment. You'll have a lot of conversation, a lot of childlike wonder, a lot of fun to make a jack of clubs with someone. And you can add these because they're at the same suit. You can only add the same suit. And if it goes over a king, then you stop. So this one actually forms the king of clubs when you add it together. And that we call the imprint composite. So the king of clubs is my favorite card. He's a protector, provider, pretty good card. But we'd also have to compare it against your signature cards and your stress cards, shadow cards and mirror cards, and make sure that his birth cards are not part of your anything that's negative in your signature cards, and you don't want, really, hopefully not, your Saturn card can be tough, so that's one part of the analysis, to make sure his birth cards aren't in your life paths challenged planetary positions like Saturn, Mars, and Pluto. Okay, and then and then we did that in the part 1, and you have the PDF now, so you can go back and teach yourself that, because that's really good information. And then we look at the signature cards. We look at his birth cards in your signature cards. Is he a blessed card? Is he a stress card? Is he going to heal you? Are you going to heal him? All these things matter. And then you take the composites you make and check that against both your life path and your signature cards. There's a lot of referencing back and forth on many levels on the life path and the signature card path. So we'll just do a quick review of your signature cards. Oh, so you're a 2 of diamonds, Jack of spades. What birthday is that?
Jack, oh, January 5th, 83. That's his birth date.
Okay, well, I wanted yours, but we got his up here.
Oh.
So let's look. Jack of clubs, 2 of clubs. So are you in there? I don't see any of your cards in there, your birth cards or your primary cards. I'm looking for the composite cards in there. There's no composite cards in there. And the 2 of clubs, no. Okay, so this can be, on the first level, it can be benign. So just for him, we have to look at you now. For him, he can make of it what he wants. We also have to check shadows and things like that. Hold on a second. Okay, so now give me your birthday, please.
Oh, 9966,
What is it?
September 9, 66.
Okay, there you are. Okay, so you make an imprint of the King of Clubs, and your imprint composite is the King of Clubs, and your stress card is the 2 of Clubs. So that's going to be tricky. All right, so yeah, so the internal composite can cause some stress for you, but not for him. And you might not understand the relationship, and he might think, you're overreacting to something. And this is where things get stirred, the pot gets stirred. And,
Yeah.
You can overreact simply because your perception of him is stress, and he just maybe was just eating a piece of chocolate innocently. You see what I'm saying? And you perceive him as, he stole my chocolate, and he was, you could blow it out of the water because he's your stress card. Unless it's really hard to not perceive someone as their stress card. I tried for years with my father. I'd coach myself to get on the phone with him, and I'm not going to perceive him as stress. I'm going to be loving and kind, and not going to say much. I'm not going to react. I'm just going to be myself, and this is not going to bother me. And 5 or 10 minutes into the conversation, it just, it's very hard to stay in so much control and still be yourself. And then it's not comfortable anymore. So to be in a relationship where it's your stress, this is going to be harder for you, which means you can learn some of your greatest lessons in this relationship. It may not be something you would want to sustain forever, but you may enjoy the time together, because I see some of the imprint king, and then the soulmate thing. And so there's some compatibility, but ultimately he might not understand your reactions and might even think you're crazy for reacting in a certain way. And then you find yourself defending yourself the whole time. That's a very big possibility in the relationship, when in fact you really are perceiving him as stress and it's real for you, but he might not understand that. And this is where explaining the situation to him, like my daughter's my stress card, I explained it to her. I said, I am, we need to understand each other better and just work it through. It's not easy, but once we have awareness, like Thich Nhat Hanh said, in the sunlight of awareness, everything becomes sacred. Not easy, but sacred. Okay, so I hope I helped you, Melanie.
Yeah, you did. You really did. Yeah. It's like your relationship with your dad. It's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
It's not going to be easy.
it's not going to be easy, but we love our stress people. They're our soul tribe. So we just do our best. We do our best with them. I'm looking for that letter chart composite. Okay. All right. I've got the screen back up and I'm sharing the right one, I think. Yeah. So Melanie, good luck with him. And anyone, Sarah, I think you're next.
Yeah, so last time we talked about husband number two. Both my husbands are in spirit for some time. So what I did was look at, I didn't do a composite for husband to husband, but me to each husband. And what I found really interesting and would this is what I'd like to run by you. I found that the external card for both husbands is the same.
Ah,
And for my first husband, Scott, well, so therefore the composite for both husbands with me is the same, right? Because it's my card and their card is the same as each other. And then my first
sorry, back up.
husband,
Did they have the
his,
same birthdays?
no, but they have the same external card.
Oh, okay. No, that's true. That then there are replica birthdays. I mean, duplicate birthdays and replica birthdays. My head's spinning. Yes, there
Yeah.
are.
So,
Yeah,
so my
but they're
first
both the
husband,
same card. Yeah.
Scott, his internal is my soulmate card, which
Okay.
I definitely would have considered my second husband my soulmate, not my first one. So that was interesting. And then my first husband, our decadent composite is my imprint card, and that's my second husband. My first husband, our internal composite is my external. So we've got a lot of
Looping. Yeah,
stuff
this is
going
the quantum
on.
looping. These are the loops that actually bring us back to each other when we cross over and
Right?
incarnate. We find each other again, and everybody wonders, how did I find you again? You keep following me every lifetime. It's not about following, it's about these loops, these chords that they're contracts and they pull
Yeah.
us in and we do it again and we do it again and we get chances to repeat just do it more lovingly. So you have the same birthday for both, not birthday, same cards for both husbands, both
Right.
internal and external?
No, just
Just
external. The
external.
internals are different.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right, because
and the
one of them was soulmate. Yeah.
decadent is different. Decadate, sorry. So, I mean, we don't need to discuss my relationship. I just wanted to tell you that because I thought it was super interesting.
It is. I'm glad you got some ahas on it.
Yeah, yeah,
It helps you understand your relationship when you look back at it. At least it does for me when I look back at former relationships to understand what happened in the, oh, I know why that happened. And then
Mhm.
I can file it in my head somewhere and not go into, well, he was a jerk or blaming
Right.
and shaming. It's more about, well, that makes sense. And then
Mhm.
we can just, to understand is the first step to forgive. I love the understanding part. So this is what we're doing. We're understanding our relationships.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that. Okay. And anyone else want to go? Jeanette, you already did, right? Or did you have something else
Yeah, no, I was curious what you saw
about
in
what?
in my with because I didn't do the all the other cards that your list of cards that you put in and they
The
all pop up
signature.
the
Yes.
signatures. I didn't do all of them and I just was curious,
Let's
how,
take a peek. They're in your book. If you bought the book, they're in your birth card chapter. I listed all of them. I don't think I missed. Oh, there might be one wealth card that I didn't put in that are in your signature card. Okay, let me stop the share and go to that page and let's look at. Do you have the book, Jeanette?
yes, I got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me your birthday again.
July 26, 63 in case.
Okay, double two clubs. All right, then your reciprocal birthday is the Ace of Diamonds. That's
Yes,
my
Ace
blessed
of
card. Yes, I love that. I found that out because
Ace of Diamonds, Seven of Clubs.
yeah, I won't go into it, but this amazing connection between my former husband and his girlfriend of 25 years and my daughter. There's a huge war. It's just the whole family is disrupted by how much hatred and unforgiveness, and nobody's talking, and they are reciprocal birthdays to each other.
Oh, ouch.
I know, two
Okay.
of clubs, ace of diamonds, and then the reciprocals, they're the same. So it's really, they're not willing to look in the mirror and forgive one another. And these reciprocal birthdays are so, I mean, my daughter, when she was 16, tried to poison her mouthwash. She hated her so bad. Not funny, not funny, but
Oh my God.
it's just crazy. The whole reciprocal thing of all the people that I know. I could just spend hours researching and telling you stories. Okay, so let's look at yours. So did you have a actual composite you wanted to look at?
Well, I just sort of wanted your opinion. Like I put it in the chat what, what our dynamics are with hubby. Like we're a 10 of diamonds, 5 of hearts composite,
Okay,
sort of thing. So
okay. 10 of diamonds, 5 of hearts.
yes. And then I my morph is the Queen of Spades, 7 of clubs, and his is the 5 of hearts, Ace of diamonds.
Okay, this is your birthday, right? Yeah, that's you.
Yes.
So you morph into a queen of spades. Let me look at my wall chart, and that is not in your life path. Okay, and then the other morph card was what? A 7 of clubs?
Yeah.
No?
Yes, 7 of clubs, yes.
And that is not in your life path either. And
But if you what made me laugh was that's my older daughter. That's her card, 7 of clubs, Queen of diamonds.
oh, wild.
And I'm like, okay. And then
Wow. You
what
gave birth to
hubby's morph is the 5 of hearts, Ace of diamonds, and then that's my alternate birthday is the Ace of diamonds.
so your hubby was born on an ace of diamonds?
No, he's April 26th. He's at 8 of clubs,
Yes.
4 of spades.
Oh, well, he's your Eastern wealth. You can't know how many husbands we marry our wealth card.
Bonus.
Wild. I married
Oh,
both my husbands were my wealth cards too,
no.
and they're our parents, and many times. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm not interesting. You make your daughter in the morph. Yeah, I love that. It's a great story. Thank you
Okay.
for sharing that. Yeah.
Okay.
And anyone else want to share? Looking at this is Lisa Jean. Lisa, did you want to?
I'm actually just taking it all in. I ran all the numbers and I was looking now at what this fascinating reciprocal, concept. So I think I'm just going to absorb like a sponge and then kind of practice on my own. So,
Okay, yeah, I'll tell you when I got the download about the reciprocals, the first person I told was Claire. Like I couldn't even articulate it because I did not want to. I rejected it because I'm an astrologer and I really associated myself with, and my Vedic astrology chart, and I studied it for 25 years, and that's me. And then my, November 29th birthday, 4 of hearts, and that's me. And I realized in this process that I had become attached and I had stopped being fluid. I stopped having an open mind. And I realized I had to stop attaching what defines me. A chart cannot define me. And this, things we need to not be. I was shaken. So my foundation was ripped out. And for 3 weeks, I thought, no, I can't. I'm not even going to be a geek and do the research that I love to do. I'm not going to look at this. I refuse. And stubborn me. And then I knew in the back of my head that I had to look at this. I knew it's like the curiosity killed the cat thing, but I wasn't ready to kill the cat yet. So I finally did it, and now I'm fully entrenched in it, and I'm actually applying the principles not just to me and to all the people in my life, but to my clients. I've found things with my clients this week. Like I said, the readings have been mind blowing. Unbelievable. The things when we do readings and there's little blind spots, you don't understand why is that card there? Why is this here? All of a sudden, all the pieces form a beautiful puzzle. Everything becomes coherent. and the answers are right in front of you. There's no, I was reading only half of myself for 25 years as an astrologer. I was reading only my November 29th birthday and attaching who I was to just that birthday. And now I understand. I've actually played my May 29th birthday, which was yesterday, or the day before. It is more of me than my birth certificate birthday of November 29th. Let's face it.
Does it
I,
have something to do with our rising?
I haven't gotten that far. I don't know if I
Okay,
can
okay.
say yes or no
Sorry.
about it. No,
Yeah.
my rising on the May 29th is a Mercury. I'm a Virgo ascendant with Mercury in the 8th house in May 29th. And the whole chart completely fits me, May 29th. I tried to go in with like skepticism, like, no, this is not right. I'm going to find something that's going to just say, Dawn, this is not true. And I didn't. I mean, I really did try, but it was me full blown May 29th. And then both of them pretty accurate. And I realized parts of my life, I did do the May 29th more than the November 29th. And I tried to figure out when there were like 5 years at a time, I would be in May, and then you can vacillate at any time in one day. But there were times where it served me to just be, I was a dancer. I was a professional. I had my own dance troupe and I danced for donations, in many cases, charities. And that was my life. I danced and then at night I came home and sang with my husband because he played the guitar. And so I just thought everybody in the world danced and sang. And I realized when I left him that those days were gone. So that chapter, that was a 25-year marriage where I just danced all day and sang all night. I'm a Black 3 Stargate on May 29th. That's the music Stargate. And that's Claire. And that's why I love Claire. And I didn't even know this. I loved Claire before I knew I was a Black 3 Stargate. And I had so many friends. I have Robert, who's a Black 3 Stargate. I mean, I have so many Stargate friends, Black 3s, that I would say the man that broke my heart, he was born June 27th as a Black 3. He, like, just smithereens, we all have that, like the first cut is the deepest. That was the first heartbreak of my life. I was in my late 30s. I thought I was going to die of a heart attack, and I did eat nothing. I lost 25 pounds, and didn't understand by looking at just my November 29th birthday, why did he impact me so much? Well, that birthday is very significant. That birthday is the 27th week of the year, and it is on the 27th day, and the Ace of Diamonds is number star code 27, my blessed card, and I was the 3 of Clubs, and so was he. So now I understand why I almost fell apart when we broke up. So this reciprocal birthday thing has just caused me to have huge epiphanies about my whole life and everybody. It's opened my eyes in such a huge way, and now I feel like I'm seeing all of me and not just half of me. And my clients, I'm seeing all of them, not just reading half of them. So okay, that's that. So I don't want anyone to be blown away like I was for 3 weeks and didn't want to think about it. That's why I paced back and forth today. Should I even bring this up? But my week has been so revelational using this that I felt it would be remiss of me to not share this information. This is so valuable that I can't hide it. I have to just bring it to the world, and we all need to know the truth. And I thought, well, I didn't want to know the truth, right? But now I have the truth, and it did totally enlighten me. So now you have the truth too. Then take your time digesting it. I get it. If you one birthday all your life as an astrologer, that's a hard nut to swallow. So just go slow with it and play with it, and then close the door like I did, and then come back to your original birthday and just carry on. And then when you feel ready, you can peek behind the curtain again and peek into your birthday. That's reciprocal, and slowly absorb it. That's all I can say. That's how I did it.
Can I just ask a question? The reciprocal birthday, is that 6 months to the day of your, what is said that is your birthday?
Yes. So what is your
Okay.
birthday?
Oh, I'm April 15th, so that would be October 15th, which
Yeah.
that I can totally, because I don't know what it is. I think my rising sign is Libra or whatever. So I've always kind of thought of that as a balance thing or whatever. But I'm just going with the concept. I like it. I feel like, and I did that years ago. I a couple of times, like I missed the actual birthday of somebody, so I celebrated their half birthday. So I said, well, why not? But it feels like it's um more complete. That's what
Yeah.
it feels like. It's like
Yes, it is. It is fully, I mean, it is
it
who we
it
are.
it, it
Yeah.
like instead of just the arc, it feels like the full circle.
Oh, beautiful analogy. I
Does
mean, if
that
God's a loving
make
God, he's going to give us options. He's not going to say, you're stuck with this birthday, go away now. He's going to say, you have two options. And actually, there's more if we look at the Julian calendar, but I'm not going to get into that. That's another whole mind trip. But there's many options. We're multidimensional beings. And just to find our most important pieces is the goal.
Mhm.
So you're Seven of Clubs and Queen of Spades on your reciprocal birthday, by the way. Just if you could remember that.
Seven
Okay.
of clubs and
Seven of
what?
Clubs and Queen of Spades.
And
Seven of
Queen of
Clubs,
spades.
October 15th. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
I
always
mean,
track it
it's
too.
funny because I had a friend whose birthday was October 15th.
Oh,
That
well,
was
no, this is very important.
and that
Yes.
was an interesting relationship.
Yes.
He's in spirit, so
He was your
but
reciprocal. Yeah. That's very cool.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard that actually about 3 times this week. People having lovers, dream lovers and best friends on their reciprocals. No doubt this is real. And it's always going to be, so you can test it because there are some contingencies because the Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar, the Julian is at 28 days and then they added 29, 30, 31 in some cases. And those get tricky trying to do the reciprocals. Just always know the reciprocal is going to be before or after. So mine is, I'm a 4 of hearts on November 29th, but I'm a 3 of clubs on May 29th. So there's the 3 and the 4 minus the suits, the 3 and the 4. You are 6 of diamonds and there's your 7 of clubs. So they're always going to be one number apart from one another. So
Okay.
that's a way to anyone that wonders if you got it right.
You're
You
the
don't have to
reciprocal.
ChatGPT.
One number away. Okay.
One number away. The reciprocal will always be that. Yeah.
It's really interesting. I you know I'm just still on the reciprocal. I've got I'm in that concept. All everything else, it's like I I have to kind of look at it, and I think I have to do a read with you. So,
Set
but
up a
thank
reading.
you.
Read the PDF, and you'll understand the PDF will give you instructions for composites.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Thank
my
you.
friend. Yes, you are welcome. Anyone else have a question? You want me to review your composites? Or are you ready to look at the morph technique?
I have 2 quick questions. When we get the composite number, is it helpful to go look at what the definition of that card is to kind of understand the relationship?
Yeah, that's very important to understand the nature of the card, but even more to understand how it fits into your life path or your signature cards.
Right, right.
Those are very important.
Okay. And the other question is, so I was confused how to do my mother because when I look at the charts in the back of the book, there are a bunch of dates that have 2 lines and they're different numbers. I mean, different cards completely. So like she's
They're
on June 18th, and there's one that says June 18th Gemini, and then below it says June 18th Cancer. And the external cards are the same, but the internal cards are different. So I didn't know how to determine what I'm supposed to use.
I understand. That is where it gets tricky. I'm going to show you the calculator here that she will put in. So the reason why there are options is because with leap years, we don't know when there's going to be a cusp, when that when the sun will actually transit into that constellation is really questionable because we don't know what year. Was it a leap year? Was it not? Every year, so I gave it a window, I think, of six dates. Maybe it could be that, Gemini, or it could be Taurus. One of, it has to be done by an astrologer, or you can go to a free, I think I even put it in the book, a place to go online to get your astrology chart done and look at the sun. It should be the birth time of day for that. So I'll do it now. Tell me your mother's birthday. Do you know her birth time of day?
I do not, and she's gone.
Oh,
I do not know.
well, we could do a noontime, and just if you have the location, you can get really close.
Oh, okay.
If you want to, is it
Okay, yeah,
perfect?
yeah.
Yeah.
So her birthday is 6/18/1938, and she was born in Dayton, Ohio. So Eastern time.
And I can often tell if it's correct because this is all this, like, just like genealogy. It's genetic. The family, the frequencies, they all like all the fours will family together, and all the sevens will family. The special family will set family around together. So your mom was a queen of clubs, 10 of spades.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so that's the Gemini one then. Okay.
And you're the 4 of clubs, 6 of diamonds, right?
Uh-huh. Correct. That's correct.
And
I don't see any 4
that's
clubs,
Jack.
6 of diamonds. I don't
Oh my God.
see. Somebody's
Nice.
needs to mute. Oh, Patty, would you mute yourself?
Oh, sure. Sorry.
That's okay. So we have your mom. Interesting. I don't see the connection with your mom. Usually I see a mom connection. Let me just open one other thing, because what was your decanate card?
Mine is 4 of clubs. It's
No.
actually the same as my external.
Oh, okay. All right, then June 18th. Just give me a second. June. Queen of clubs, 10 of spades. That's right. And then, yeah, I'm not seeing, well, 25 plus 17.
Damn, she had a lot of 10s in there. Good Lord.
Powerful. Yeah, she does. 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 4 tenths, or actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths. She's a powerful woman, queen of clubs. So 25 plus.
She didn't come across that way at all. She came across as very mousy her whole life.
Oh, it's so sad. She didn't ever step into her power. She didn't know she was a powerful being. She
Nope.
really was powerful. Now I'm going to just add your composite to see if that makes sense. The 42 is 30, the 3 of spades. Still not making any sense. Well,
That's
maybe
okay. We can move on. You got other stuff to
move
cover.
on.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
I
know
don't
how
like
to read it.
Okay. Yeah, we can look deeper. It might be that the timing, maybe she was born near midnight. She was a cusper. And then we didn't look at a reciprocal either. So if you want to look at the reciprocal of June 18th, that's 6 months away, make sure that it's 12 away in the card system, as well as 1 up or 1 down. So Jack or King. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And Claire, you have a question.
Yeah, just to capitalize on, I had the exact same question as Sarah, so thanks for asking that, Sarah. So what should we do, Karen, when we come across that? Because I have that with a few friends who are on cusps. And when we're doing the composites, should we just run both and see what resonates for us, or what should we?
So when you aren't sure, I'll show you what I do. I mean, and I think there's actually a website in the book, but I might even have that website here. I can't remember the website. Let me look. Hold on. I don't have the website in front of me.
It's
But
not astro.com, is it?
Oh, maybe. Hold on. Maybe Astro. I don't know if you can see my website. You see my screen?
No, just the star and letter codes.
Okay, no, I just I have AstroSeek cartography. Um, well, I'll just show you what I do, and so I don't need because I have my own software. So I'll just show you. You have the same software, I think, Claire. Parash was light. Or
I
do you
don't have it yet. I don't have it yet, no, but I will be getting it soon, I think.
Okay, good. I think you'd love it. I'm going to share my screen and show you how I find it. That's a good question. Okay, so here's Parashva's light, and I need to know where the sun was on that day. And how I do that is make a chart of the person. And then you can do this on, there's so many sites online. You can find a free Western astrology, tropical astrology website, and they'll give you these fields. So I'm just going to use mine, but it'll be a similar field that you'll see the name. Who do you want to do, Claire?
Let's do my friend Lisa.
Okay. She's a cusper.
Yeah, she is for her decanate.
I mean, was she born between the 17th and the 23rd of the month?
Yeah, January 20th, she was born.
Okay, good. So what's her last name? Oh, we just keep Lisa, it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so January what?
January 20th, 1973.
Okay, and do you know the time?
No, she doesn't either.
Okay, that's where it gets tricky. You do need to know the time. And when I don't know the time, this is how Penny taught too. You either
Yeah.
do the moon chart, you can open the chart and then move it to the moon, and then you have a lunar chart, which is very powerful. Or you can look at noon and see if that resonates, the noon chart, something about it, and then you start to rectify, and rectification is a big ordeal. But for the cusps of the month, we can probably figure it out. Okay, where was she born?
Toronto in Ontario, Canada.
Canada. Well, I think we can pick something in here.
Ontario. It would be Ontario.
Where is that? Oh, there it is. Yeah. And then what was the other city?
Toronto.
Okay, Toronto is here. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, it gets really sticky. Mm, it's giving me trouble. Maybe because I'm on Zoom. Oh, cancel. Okay. It's not letting me do any clicks. I am stuck. I might have to quit. It's not even letting me quit. I might have to go to Apple and force quit. Just a second. Force quit, Parash was like, okay, there it goes. Force quit. Okay, let me go back. Try it one more time. Maybe I took too long to put Toronto, and I'll try to get it in there quick. Can you see my Parash was like software?
No, right now I just see everybody's beautiful faces.
Okay, let's get back to the software. Okay, so what was her name again?
Lisa.
And she was January 20th.
1973.
And she was, we'll just say noon. And it was Canada. Give me Canada, come on. There we are. And now we're going to go to Ontario and then Toronto. And I'm not even going to click that rate thing. Quickly get that, and we have a chart. Okay, I think it just likes us to move quickly. Okay, so when I get this, since it's already configured to Vedic astrology, the sidereal, I will move it to the nun, which is tropical. Okay, now we look at the sun. And where is the sun in her chart? Just a second.
The 5th there.
Okay, it's in Aquarius at 0. Whoa, Gandanta. I mean, it's a okay, not Gandanta, but it's at 0. Sandy is what that is. Okay.
Honey, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get out of that. So now that we know we can pick any one of those cards, she's a cusper. She's a cusper of the month, and we don't know. Maybe she's a cusper at midnight too. Let me go back to make sure I don't forget to change the calculation options for the next client, Lahiri. Okay. So I hope that helped understand. Cancel. How to, and so since we determined, and it could have been that she had the sun in Capricorn
Mm-hmm.
by 0.5 degrees, and even 0.5, that would be, what is this? A notification came in. So that would say she would be more inclined to be Capricorn, but in this case, she could be either. She can have both birthdays because she was at 00.00. So that's how I look at the sun where it was in that, on that day of that year in that location. We're likely to get really close to the right chart. Okay,
Okay.
that's a good question.
Great.
And I might get a calculator for my chart that it's free for people. Although there's so many free sites that it just have to pay someone to do the calculator. It just, I don't know, some part of me is like, doesn't make sense to put, it would be very like spoon feeding everybody and nice, but you can just go to the next, find your own free software program, lickety split, and then I wouldn't have to do that. So many little projects and everything gets so pricey with these technicians and freelancers. Okay, anyone have a question about their composites? No. Okay, and if Firoze is here, did you want to ask a question, Firoze? Maybe she went off for a tea break. Okay, she's a Vedic astrologer as well. Let's go to the morph. Do you want to look at the morph technique? We have time for it. Yay! Let me get that morph picture back up. Hold on. Okay. Let me share the screen. Okay. So this one, basically, I can send this to you too if you want it. And it's also in the book. So I think this one's in the book. Let me get this Zoom thing to be on the side. So there we go, sideways, so it doesn't block my view. Okay, so now you can read this if you want. You can screenshot it, or you can copy it, or whatever you want to do. I do think it is in the book, though. So what happens when we create a composite? How do we morph into something different or someone different? We do that by adding ourselves back to the composite. Say, Claire, you and Lenka make a Jack of Clubs composite, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So then we would to know what does Lenka morph you into? What does she help you, or what's the word? It's not force. It's just an organic unfolding.
Like ascend is sort of ascending a little bit, like more than you are. Is that what you're thinking?
No,
Oh.
it describes what this person's influence is on who we are and how we will react. Our reactions and our personality and how we feel about ourselves. It can change when we're with someone we form a composite with and we add ourselves back to it. That card, we find ourselves acting more like that card, but only when we're with that person.
Oh,
I've
that's so
also heard it as what we get out of the relationship too, like our
Well, that could be
perception.
that's beautiful. That could be like the flowering after you realize, well, I'm now acting this way because I'm with this person. What do I want to do with this response? Do I want to learn from it? Do I want to see it as a gift, or do I not like how I am with this person. There's questions that we ask ourselves, and if we don't have words and we can't articulate why we feel certain ways around certain people, this gives you words. This gives you a way to articulate how you feel. And then there's so many layers after, once you realize that, oh, she makes me a 6 of spades, and our composite is the 2 of spades. And so the composite with 2 of spades, and I become the 6 of spades. That's a full-blown portal. I'm not comfortable with that. And then I ask myself, what am I learning? But I know, what is this, a gift? It's a gift in a way, because that tells me I am not that. I am this. But is it fun? No.
She
So,
she makes me the ace of spades, Karen.
oh, wow. So she is, in a way, in a soul contract, throwing you or guiding you into all of this numerology and occult and the mysteries and the magic between life and death. And it's a card of independence as well. So she can help you. She's not like she's suffocating you, which is great. I like it when someone makes me an ace, because I'm fiercely independent anyways. So I'd like to not, I don't want anyone to glom onto me. It's sort of a fear of mine. I want someone to be in the same room, but you do your thing, I do my
Yeah.
you know, don't like cling on me, and I'm busy. I'm a busy girl. It's my middle name. And anyways, but I like to be busy with someone, but don't. So being an ace with her it's very nice. It gives you space to be your Mars girl self.
Yeah, and it's an alone together thing too, right? It's like that you can really have your own space, but still be in the same room or still be in the same emotional, mental space as well, but separate entities. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Did you look at your signature cards? Does the Ace of Spades go on anything? I don't remember. Your
No, I
signature.
don't think I have an ace of spades in my signature cards.
You
No.
don't. Okay, good. So that's benign. You can make that Ace of Spades what you want, what you've been doing, studying Vedic astrology and your numerology, and you have so many other things that you're studying that make you such a high priestess in the realms of intuition, that if you hadn't been with Lenka, um, maybe you wouldn't have studied or felt compelled to do all this work.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I feel that this is not a coincidence that you two met, and that she's helping you with your dharma, your life purpose, by forming that, morphing you into it.
That makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, that's great. I love her too. She's great. They're both Stargates, by the way, everybody. That's how the Stargates find each other. And there's only 18 cardinal Stargates of 365 days. They marry each other. It's unbelievable how many people, and Claire knows, she's been sending me all her friends who have married other Stargates, and it's like they find each other. And they don't even know it. But once you find words for it and you recognize it, and you're a birthday finder like me, you start realizing that all of this invisible stuff happening under the, behind the scenes. It's just, I love to find the patterns and then realize that there's nothing random. Okay, so let's look at this morph thing. Anyone else want to give me a composite, and then we can add yourself back to it and see what they make you? Just raise your hand if you want to do an exploration, a case study in a way. Jeanette, do you want to? Oh, you found yours already. Sarah, do you want to do it? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, okay. So
Sorry, I was printing out something. Okay, what are we doing?
what was your composite with both your husbands? They were the both same birth card.
It was 6 of diamonds.
Oh, that's your internal card. So you were in a quantum loop with them both. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's add so 6 of diamonds is 32. We're going to add your 4 of clubs external card to 32, right? So 17 plus 32. Let me get my calculator out. 17 plus 32 equals 49, the king of diamonds. So, wow. So both of your husbands morphed you into a king of, oh no, 10 of spades is what that is. Oh, wow. Okay. So your mom had an internal 10 of spades, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they morphed you into your mom's internal. And that is the card of incredible success at work, but not easy. You work hard. Did you sense that when you were married to them? Did you sense that you, whatever you were doing, you were working very hard? You weren't a couch potato type.
Right. With my first husband, he was a physician. And so, I mean, he worked hard and I worked hard at a different job. But my second husband, we created a business together. So we worked hard together.
Oh, that's more fun. If you're going to work hard, you may as well work hard with someone that you love.
Right. Right.
Yes. Yeah. So that 10 of spades is the work success card. It's great success,
Oh,
but
wow.
but never handed to you. It's almost sometimes workaholism. It can turn into that. So
Mhm.
so that might have been part of your mission, was for you to do that for your dharma. You know, you might have needed a little fire underneath you to push you forward, and that's what they did to you. They helped you to keep going. What if, did you find that you were a hard worker before you met them?
Well, that would be hard to say because I met my first husband when I was 13.
My God, okay. So you're just a baby.
So no
Okay,
chance.
well,
And by the time I met my second one, I already, had many years of working hard and not working hard in that it felt awful. I love working a lot. And so,
you
yeah.
love what you do, and you're good at what you
Yeah,
do.
I love what I do. Even what I did then, what I did now is very different, but nevertheless, it was good at the time.
So this was something, no doubt, you married both men who morphed you into a 10 of spades. So success was supposed to be at your fingertips, but not easily. I mean,
Hmm.
I hope I said that right. You were destined for success, but you had to work for it. And these husbands help you to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's great. And that's the only way you've seen your life anyway. So
Hmm.
it wasn't a shocker because you've been with them for so long.
Right.
Yeah.
Karen,
I,
I have a clarifying question. So you take the first card of your composite, not both of them, and
You
you
can
add
do it.
it.
You can do it on both levels, but I found it most effective on just the external.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to do the internals and add the internal to the internal composite, and it makes sense on some level. But I have found that the big win is the external morph that really shows you who you become with that person. Did you have any great epiphany?
Well, I haven't figured it out quite, but so if I made a two of diamonds, six of spades with someone, then I would take two of diamonds plus my queen of hearts.
Yes.
Okay.
28 plus 12 and then 28 plus 13 because you're cusping the king and the queen, and see what that is. 28 plus I'll do it quickly. Hold on. 28 plus 12 is ace of spades. Just same thing. Linka makes Claire an ace of spades. So independence and more into astrology, more into the magic and the mysteries of life, occult, and just the things that are unseen. And now we're going to go to, and also any kind of new beginning would keep you fresh and new. And then let's do 41. So two of spades. So he morphs you into the two of spades with the king. And that's not my favorite. That's not my favorite thing to morph into. That can cause codependence and skewed way of, like, my mom morphs me into the six of spades, and our composites to two of spades, and there's the whole black hole, blue hole. And I don't want to be part of the blue hole because that's where we learn our big lessons of dysfunction, codependence, unfair exchange of energy. And portals are unstable. There's no ground. It's floppy. So so sometimes this relationship will morph you into the ace of spades. You study your astrology and independent and mystical, magical, but secrets too. It's a secret card. Things can stay secret there. And then morphs you into the two of spades, which is sometimes an unfair exchange of energy. One person wants one person more than the other person is giving more energy, other person is taking or financially paying, or this person is not paying. And I've seen two of spades marriages go on 35, 40 years. And My best friend actually is in one, and it's been lopsided, for all kinds of wonky things. He stopped having sex with her after the second kid, and she went 25 years abstinent, and she never cheated on him. And then she had to go for vaginal therapy because it completely atrophied, and my heart was breaking for her. It was horrific for her. She's a beautiful girl, and she didn't know what to do. And he just was an alcoholic. So the two of spades composite caused him to be in the blue hole of dysfunction and alcoholism and addiction and all the things that come with alcoholism. She tolerated it, and the way she lived that is she just kept dismissing herself and traveling, going. She was hardly home, but they worked together. She was the bookkeeper and the manager, and he carved chimneys of stone and marble, and he was very gifted, but very dysfunctional situation. So if you find, because since you're cusping, it's going to be difficult. Some days good, some days independent, secret, Vedic astrology, magic and mysteries, and some days this doesn't feel fair, something's off, but we're good friends because it is a card of friendship on the light side. But sometimes a friendship that is like an overgiving, like the friend that's the fire engine on call, waiting for you to have a crisis. They're right there for you, and then they expect the same back, and you're not that type. So
My king of hearts, my composite with that is 3 of diamonds. So 3 of diamonds, king of hearts. So that would make it 29 plus 13.
So you would also add, since it's a morph technique, you would add both your cusp layers. The king and the queen would go to the composite. So that
Right.
would be one, and that would, be more complicated because you have 2 cards that are your external. And then you
Yeah.
could do the same thing with your 3 of diamonds composite, the whole thing. The queen is added back and the king is added back to that 3 of diamonds composite. So there's a lot going on in your relationship because you're cusping, and that can, it's difficult because you don't just have consistent feelings day by day, and then you can make a decision because it's been this way for so long. It's going to be this one day, and then the next day a little different because you have so many moving parts in your birthday.
Right.
Yeah. It's hard for me to read a cusper because I have to pull up 10 different screens sometimes and figure out where you are, which card are you playing today. So in relationships, it gives a lot of confusion, but this technique can help you look at both and then start observing your reactions and how you are with him, and then start making notes. Oh, I'm acting as a 2 of spades today. I'm acting as a secret today, and I'm doing more astrology, or whatever the 3 of diamonds turns out to be. Probably the 3 of spades and the the 4 of spades and the 3 of spades. So I'm guessing, I'm not very good at math, but I think that so you'd be, there's a big spectrum between you and this person.
Right.
Yeah.
But also one of his cards is 3 of spades, so that's interesting.
Oh no, that's very interesting. Then on those days that you feel you've been morphed into 3 of spades with him, you'll get along great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hope that helped.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so shall we move on? Does everybody understand the morph technique? Add your own self back to the composite and do the same for the other person. So your spouse will morph into her or his external card when you add his or her external card back to the composite. The composite's mutual, and then we add the externals or the birth cards to that on both levels. And then it's good to know before you get into a relationship with someone, what am I going to become when I'm with this person? And what will he become when we're together? And what portals do we open? Because the composite card is a portal, and that portal will attract the same vibrations will come through that portal. People, events, feelings, experiences. That is a portal that is specific to you. So if you make a Jack of Clubs portal like Claire and Lenka, then Jack of Clubs experiences will show up for them all the time. And Jack of Clubs people will show up in their lives more than normal. And more than usual, I should say. What's normal? And then if you add all this morphing things in you before you decide, do I want to put 2 feet in this relationship? You can look at the whole scope, map it out, write it down, and then make sure you do your reciprocals as well. And then, does this serve me? Do I like who I become? I had one guy in Fairfield, Iowa, who was like on a mission to find an ace of diamonds girl because it morphed him into the king of spades, the God card. All he wanted was enlightenment. He spent so much time meditating in the domes, transcendental meditation. He was a very, Maharishi follower and wanted to, that's okay. That's his gig. And he wanted someone to morph him into enlightenment. So it's like, going to CVS and buy a pill for enlightenment. Well, I'll find a girl for his ace of diamonds and I'll just be the king of spades. I thought that was really funny. Oh,
Well,
so
it's kind of relying on somebody else to do it. The
Yeah.
other thing is, I just had a quick question with Sarah. You said like she's a 6 of diamonds, and then she had a composite of a 6 of diamonds, and then but you didn't use that to create that 10 of spade composite. And I wondered, when you have the same card as the composite, do you still add it for your morph? Because when I did a 6 of diamonds and 6 of diamonds, and subtract 52, you get 12, which is the Queen of Hearts.
I'm
But
not sure I understand your question entirely, but let's see if we can dig in. She's born on December 14th, which is the 4 of clubs, 6 of diamonds, right? Birth card, 4 of clubs, 17.
okay,
And then her 6 of diamonds is 32. And then she married 2 husbands of the same birthday, well, same birth card, and they together formed her internal 6 of diamonds. So that was their composite on
yes,
both counts, 6 of diamonds. Then we
yeah.
add her 4 of clubs to it, and that's what created.
Okay,
So
so that was like in a
17 plus,
different line. Okay,
yes,
got it.
17 plus 32 would morph her into the 10, would 49 into the 10 of spades. Did
Yes.
that answer your question?
Yes, I wasn't quite sure. I've got the old vocabulary in my head, whether it was the birth or the planetary. Sorry.
Oh yeah, the internal and the planetary. Yeah, it's complicated, but I just think of inside the PRC, call it what you want. But
Yeah.
she's 6 of diamonds inside. And since she made a 6 of diamonds composite with both husbands, they were in a quantum loop. And then it's interesting how these both husbands helped her, because I couldn't find any connection with her mom. But these husbands morphed her into the genealogy that I was looking for, because usually like my mom 4 of hearts, I'm a 4 of hearts, and my dad's the 4 of anyways, I there's so
Yeah.
many. Yeah, I took whole families in front of me and I can see all the connections and similarities of the cards. I didn't see any.
Also, I wondered about these blue holes. Can you ground them?
I haven't found a way to do that. I
Okay.
don't think they were meant to be grounded, but anything we can do anything. We're great and powerful beings. So I think with intention, we can
Just
make it
curious.
more solid. Yeah, I mean, if you can explore that and let me know. I've worked so hard on not being a 6 of spades with my mother. The blue hole with my mother. I just
Yeah.
it takes
That's a great
incredible power.
question.
Yeah, it's
That's
a great
amazing.
question.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because you said it's sort of like, that I don't think that was the riptide one, but I mean, was that the riptide where you go sideways?
The 9 of spades and the 6 of spades. Any 9,
Oh,
6.
okay, that's a different one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
when
I remember you mentioned that if both people like were working on their spiritual self, then the 6 of spades wouldn't be that complicated.
no, it's with the composite 2 of spades. When the 2 of spades and the 6 of spades, which are shadows to each other,
Right.
and they form the blue hole in the Neptune line. There are 2
Right.
potholes in the Neptune line, the black
Right.
hole and the blue hole. Black hole is the 9-6 and the blue hole is the 6-2, and they're spades. And these can play out in any suit, but those are the most shadowy karmic suits and the true blue and black hole are in the Neptune line. And so for me, I have pretty good, what do you call, I'm strong-willed. I'm a powerful being, and when I step into my power, I can hold my own. But I find myself, coaching myself, I'm going to hold my own. I'm only going to talk about this and I won't talk about that. And I'm not going to react. And I remember who I am. I am this. I am not that. I am this. I am this. I am this. And then I call her. and then, and then, I get like, oh, she triggers me. And then I forget. Oh my gosh, I lost myself for a minute and I fell into the blue hole. I have to pull myself back out and take a breath.
I'm just curious if blue holes have an age where they get instilled. Like, I mean, oh, never mind. I'll get off topic for sure.
No, there's something to it. The older we get, the wiser we get. And I've gone up an octave due to so many adversities in my life. I went to the 8 of diamonds, which is 8 away from the 4 of hearts. Anyway, so I
Jeanette, these
can't
are
quite
good
hold my own.
questions.
It's a great question. Yeah.
And
I want to know if someone can find out what the formula for that is. Let me know. I've worked on it, and I'm on not I haven't succeeded. Sometimes
okay. I didn't get a number or a formula, but she blue hole, so orange came to me.
I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So there you go.
I'm sorry. Okay, I love things that are just completely.
No. Well, to ground it. That's
no.
that's what.
The blue hole. So, oh my gosh, that's so adorable and actually brilliant. But the root of the blue hole, the reason I call it the blue hole is because one day I was teaching this class 10 years ago, and I took the Earth template and I circled the 6-2 with a blue marker. And then I circled the black hole with a black marker. And I just I kept saying 6-2 and 9-6 and 6-2. And then someone just said, you mean that blue? And then someone said that black. And then it stuck. You have a nickname for somebody and that sticks. So the blue stuck just simply because I had a blue marker on that day. I don't know why I picked blue, but I could have picked purple. This would be a purple hole.
Karen, I had a question. So have you ever tried, when
There's something to it. The colors, there's something to it. And you'll find the numbers. You'll find the numbers.
The color, if there's something to it, always to color. But to find out that blue hole was randomly, it's just, I don't know.
It was given to you.
Green.
You gotta go with it.
Oh, maybe my angel said choose the blue marker.
Yeah, no,
maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I always felt it was random, just almost embarrassed by the nickname because I have no really good story for it. Like it's not like a moody or
there are blue holes on the earth. I've already flown over one of them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and know people who have swam in them. So it's not just what you thought.
Maybe it's not just random. Maybe that blue marker was meant for me to circle. I don't know, but I'm up for the orange. If you can find a blue hole situation and apply orange to it and it works, you got to tell me because I'll do anything to make it easier for me to have conversations with my mother.
Numerology of the colors.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, you could be on
Jeanette, you've posed perfect questions. Just amazing.
Yeah, love these questions. I'm the question girl. I'm all for ask a million questions because that's how you find out these answers. I say if you ask me a very specific question, then I can give you a very specific answer. I love that. Now I can talk to you about OJ. We have 15 minutes to look at OJ.
Oh, yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you.
So Karen, have you ever tried to take both of the composites? So when you do a composite, you have 2 cards, right?
Yeah.
Have you taken both of them together and added it to
so the composite you got from the say 2 external cards, you get a composite, and then the internal cards you get another composite. You're saying those 2 composites at the top, add those?
Yes.
Yes, that is a whole nother, and that's a great question, Firoze. If you want to know what you and Craig were in another lifetime, that is how you find out. You add those composites, it gives you the other lifetime story. Whenever you add like that,
Mm.
it takes you up an octave or a density, a timeline.
Yeah,
So
'cause I
you,
did that and I saw that it comes to my Venus card, so it's very interesting. So
that is very interesting. So you've been lovers many lifetimes. That imprint card, the composite imprint, can really tell you a story. You can just stare at it, meditate on it, and ask your guides, okay, now I have a clue. It's like a door opens or a window is open and you can see into that lifetime. What do I bring in to this relationship from another lifetime? What did we do together? So interesting, so telling. Stories can start just unraveling when you start staring at the like just gaze at that composite imprint card. It's fun. Yeah.
great.
Yeah. It's very accurate too. You can also get more information in the spirit spread of your card. You look at your life path of you in the spirit spread of your card, and it will line up with the composite imprint story. It's amazing. Yeah. Just the way you found your Venus card. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to look at OJ?
Yes.
Okay, let's share the screen of OJ. Okay, now I'm gonna try to make this bigger. Okay, is it too small? Can everybody see that? Yeah. Okay, so you can screenshot this too, and you might want to read it over. It's complicated, but so Nicole was born on a King of Clubs day 26. Powerful woman. Any female born on a King day is going to be an extremely powerful being. I would say, if I had to say what's the most powerful being besides the Eight of Clubs cards, the superhuman card, is a female king. Okay, so we know, hands down, she wasn't just your ordinary, she was a powerhouse, okay? Her stress card was the Nine of Diamonds, star code 35. And you know that the sixes and the nines are inverse of each other, and that's intentional. And that's why we get the black hole, because when the sixes and the nines start swimming, it's like the yin and the yang, movement, a vortex.
I know all about that.
You know all about that. You do. And when the vortex starts, that causes a portal. You fall through. So the Nine of Diamonds turns into a six later on. So just stay with me. Okay, so she has a stress card, Six of Diamonds. So wait a minute, stress card, Nine of Diamonds, because she also, okay, so the stress card, so this is tricky. When you have a stress card of a 9 or a 6, or any card of a 9 or a 6, it can also play out as the opposite. So I know I'm a double 6 of clubs internal, but I'm also a double 9 of clubs in some cases. Some people, especially if I meet another 9 of clubs, they spin me upside down and I can feel it. Okay, so now looking at this, Nicole married her stress card when she married OJ. So OJ, he was a 9 of diamonds. His birth card was the 9 of diamonds. And that was, so when anything inverts, it becomes intensified. Just remember that. When it inverts, that's why I feel it. When I'm around a 9 of clubs person, I feel my 6 spinning. And it's intense for me. I'm just hypersensitive anyways. So when she married him, she married her inverted stress card. Imagine marrying your stress card is one thing, but to marry it's like a retrograde planet. A planet, by itself is strong in and of itself, but when it goes retrograde, double whammy. Okay, so his natal 9 of clubs represents a more intense version. Okay, I said that. Our stress card people are, so okay, you know that too, that they had a contract. They were each other's tribe, no doubt. So someone was going to go in this relationship for sure, because did I do the morph? Yeah, I did the morph too. Okay, this was last year, so I'm trying to remember it. All right, so what happened was they would flip each other upside down, and that was not good either. Okay, so it was intense relationship. Sometimes have you met people who are drawn to adrenaline and they just like that rush? this was that relationship. They had an adrenaline rush constantly going where it was like an addiction. There are
I
people
was
who
just
are,
going to say addiction. Yeah.
yes, this
Wow.
can be addiction in an adrenaline way, in a way that's such extreme joy, but then extreme stress and then joy and then stress. And it's hard to get
It's
out
an
of that.
energy. It's an energy. Yeah. Well, it's that vortex. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, moving on. She's a 26. So I'll just say this, the King of Clubs is a 2-6, and it is part of the portal. And that's a long story about the King of Clubs. It rules the earth. So it's sort of the god of this earth. And the earth is, as you know, not well. And neither is the god of the earth. So that I've met a lot of King of Clubs people, fell deeply in love with one of them. My true soulmate, and he died when he was 33. He had a heart condition. He had his first heart attack at 29. He came to me for Ayurvedic health consultation. He was on heart pills, and I tried everything I could. I did actually lower his cholesterol 100 points using Googaloo and herbs, and I cooked it
Boogaloo. Wow.
Googaloo. And so, anyways, he died at 33, 20, he was 26. He was, and then I have another friend, King of Clubs, and she's, born with diabetes, and she's in her 70s now, and all she does is spend her life trying to figure out how to heal her diabetes. It's a horrible affliction. And I have so many King of Clubs stories. These people come into this lifetime struggling physically. Their bodies are, it's a challenge there. Okay, so now moving back over to Nicole and OJ. So how we got all this, their composite card was the 6 of Hearts. There's a lot of 6s going on and a lot of 9s. Let me refresh my memory here. I hope you're all following this. It's tricky. So, okay, know that they have a 6 of Hearts, and at the same time, she had a 6 of Diamonds stress card, or 9 of Diamonds stress card, and a 6 of Diamonds inverse stress card, and he was her stress card. All those 6s. Okay, and then they make a 6 of Hearts, which is the actual card. The meaning of that card is love karma. It's 6s have an energy of backwards, whereas 5s can move you forward. Sometimes I think 6s can be like a stick in the mud and not move at all. If they're going to move at all, it's going to be backwards. So it takes, when you meet someone and you form a 6 of Hearts, it usually can bring, yes, harmony and stability on some level, but there's something unresolved that needs forgiveness and understanding and a redo in matters of the heart. So we know that this happened between them in another lifetime, or maybe several, or who knows how many. Okay, now we apply the morph technique. So the 6 of Hearts is how we begin the morph technique. It's their composite, and we add her 26 back to it. Guess what it comes to? The 6 of Diamonds. Really, that's her stress card, right? Or upside down inverted stress card. So he morphed her into not just her stress card, but her inverted, it's almost like that retrograde planet, magnified stress. So she became a stress mess with him. So what happens when you become a stress mess with someone? You act like a freak. You act like you're not yourself. You say weird things. In the beginning of this video, I said I act like a werewolf when my mother
She went crazy. She literally went crazy.
loopy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you cannot help yourself. And I know the feeling because I formed the 6 of Spades with my mother. No matter how much I prepare myself and coach myself to stay in my center, words come out that I can't believe are coming out of my mouth. And who am I? And so this girl, Nicole, this king girl, she was a powerful girl, didn't even know who she was when she met OJ. She became like a creature from outer space, a nut job. Okay, so then we're looking at the 6. So the 6 of Hearts spins too. This is also, so I didn't tell you that, but the 6 of Hearts is the composite that takes you backwards, tells you this, that you have unfinished business with that person if you make that composite. But it also spins to the 9, which is on the upside. Yes, it can be sweet, like the compassionate listener or the counselor who doesn't expect anything or charge you for money because they're so loving. It's the guru, it's the selfless service card. That's very sweet. But for a composite, not so good, because 1 and 2 marriages end in divorce. We don't want to have a 9 of hearts composite that just lowers the odds of staying together, because 9s are endings. So the 6 and the 9 can flip. So how does it flip? When one of the two parties acts out of sorts in a lower consciousness state, will flip their composite. It just happens. And she couldn't help herself. She was morphed into her double whammy magnified stress card. And then she turned the composite into a 9 of hearts, which is literally a divorce card. So she would be stable when on good days. I don't think there are that many, maybe in the beginning, but toward the end, when the shit hits the fan and people get to know one another, true colors are revealed, and it's hard to stay stable under those conditions. And she was losing her mind, and then turning the composite that they made together into a divorce composite, the end. So it wasn't that she was doing it intentionally. Nobody does this on purpose. This is all an organic unfolding, and it's all written in the stars in a soul contract so that we can learn our greatest lessons. And really, I mean, the only way to enlightenment is to walk through the fire. So she walked through a pretty intense fire marrying this man. Okay, let's look a little closer. Is there anything else here that stands out? No, I just said that. Okay, so that created a black hole. Really, their composite just was a black hole. The 969696, and then her own stress card became a 9696. So there were black holes on both sides, the morph and the composite. Okay.
So was OJ's
Yeah,
morph
that's it.
card the Queen of Diamonds then?
Oh, let me look at that. I missed that last line. I think I almost opted not to put that in.
Yeah,
That
it was down there.
yeah. Yeah, the marriage helped OJ be more of himself by empowering him. Yes. So his morphed card in the marriage was the Queen of Diamonds, which is his decanate. Okay. Well, that empowered him. That was a good catch. I didn't see that I put that in there because I felt like I was giving too much information in this, and I didn't want to confuse people, but I did put it in, and it is important. So yes, when you almost like Sarah.
He benefited and she didn't, obviously.
Yes, because
in this relationship, yeah.
Yes, this particular relationship made him feel more at home than another relationship because it activated one of his primary cards that define him. His 3 primary cards, one of them is decanate. And it tells me this is a soul contract because decanate is about the essence of a being. And it's like the aroma of the rose. So this is the essence of who he was. And so this was a very deep soul contract. So he became stronger in a way, because he felt like the frequency wasn't any acclimation, no adjustment. That was easy for him. So he was able to stay steady while he was watching her spin out. And he didn't understand it. And he didn't have the math or the words or none of it. But we see it now with all this math. We completely empathize with Nicole. She could not help herself. She went nuts. And I get it. Anybody would have gone nuts given this math. She almost, what's the word? Became so crazy that she almost caused him to kill her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, we can't blame it. Nobody
No,
does it
no,
on
but
purpose. It wasn't on purpose. It was that she just couldn't help herself, and it was enough. He probably felt, oh my God, she's gone crazy, and I can't take it anymore. And he's not spinning. He just keeps feeling the 6 of hearts go up and down, divorce, harmony, divorce, harmony. Oh, and this beautiful Nicole, this beautiful, powerful woman is acting like a werewolf.
It was only her only way out.
And she had to figure it out. I mean, she either had to divorce him or be killed, one or the other. And I don't think, his consciousness, he was not at a high vibration. He wasn't going to let her go because she was beautiful, and he was probably addicted. The 6 and 9 composite causes addiction. People can become possessive. And he had a possessive.
And he's a 6 of diamonds, and that competitiveness is like what made him good at what he did.
Yes, but
But
not with this marriage was.
Yeah, well, actually, I got that she was his identity. He
Oh,
he
maybe.
he
Yeah.
could he he couldn't see himself without her. He couldn't lose her.
Yeah, maybe that was his.
He wouldn't have an identity.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because that's part of the addiction process.
Yeah,
You just lose yourself in another, and this is what
right.
happened, and someone was going to die. And I
Mm.
wish we had all had known this. We could have helped Nicole. Sometimes I'd have these fantastical dreams of, come on, Nicole, let's go. We'll run for the hills, you and me. Let's get out of this. We'll find
Mm.
some money, a Kickstarter champagne. We'll get you a lawyer. We'll get you away from this crazy man, so you can be who you truly are meant to be. Find a person that you can be your beautiful king self with, and have a happy
She
life and not
was
be
too
spun
far
upside
gone.
down. But that's me interfering with their soul contract because I want to save the world. But
Yeah,
it's okay. I can have
she
little
was
fantasy
too
dreams.
far gone. She was too far gone.
Yeah, I mean that now the
It,
point
he,
of this was for you to understand how sick
yeah,
this math is. Do you want to marry someone that you spin upside down with, you form a composite with, that is the 6-9? And do you want to be in a relationship that takes your stress card and spins it, magnifies it? No, that's when people come to me and say, "Is he the one? Should I date him?" And I see something like this is what.
I'm laughing because I know 6'9".
Yes, your husband and you caused the form of
Yes,
force. You know
we
firsthand. Yes,
yeah, I said this to him before, where and like all of that, but
yeah, he might not get it, but you get it. Anyways, yes,
yeah,
I'll tell people straight up that this is not up to me to decide what people do, because soul contracts, I don't want to get in the middle of that if they're supposed to learn something. But my job is to tell them what I see and say, this is a great opportunity to learn about who you are and who you're not. May not be something you can endure, and go in with your eyes wide open. If you sense any red flags, trust it and call me if you get lost. Yeah, so that's how I'll consult somebody when I see this. And I actually learned all this so that I wouldn't fall into relationship. I was attracting the craziest relationships, sociopaths. I think I'm a sociopathic magnet. So I'm grateful in a way, because I had to learn all this for my own self, and now I can help others with it. So that's why I didn't just like wake up one day when I was 18. I think I'm going to go learn about card composites.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
go walk through the fire and ask myself, there's got to be some navigation tool here, so I don't just keep falling flat on my face. And that's why I learned this, and it has helped me so much. I don't, yeah, I don't have to fall flat on my face anymore. So anyways, it's 9 something, 9:03, and I have enjoyed every minute with you. People are amazing. I love all of you. And this is going to be so much fun in the class starting June 25th. We're just going to geek out like this. It's my favorite thing to do. So, and I'll do more of these anyway. So, besides the class, I'll offer workshops that if you don't want to be a student in the school, I'll still come on, and we'll do little cardology workshops together. Oh, Lee, you have your hand raised. Yeah.
Okay, you kind of freaked me out. I form a decadent 9 hearts with MK,
Oh,
and that last little spiel about Nicole and OJ.
yeah, I know, but let's look deeper. Are there any other nines? Oh yeah, you have a six.
Can you pop?
Okay,
Can
you
you
have a
pop?
6 of diamonds. And hold on, I'm thinking about. Just think. What's your decade?
What's my decadent?
Yeah.
6 of diamonds.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then. All right. Then. You and I stay on. Everybody else has to go to bed. They're tired. So stay with me, Lee. And unless you want to stay and listen, I'm happy to. But I understand that some of you get tired after 9. I do too. And I just want to say I love you all. thank you for coming, and hopefully I see you all in school or in the next workshop again. Ciao. And okay, now Lee, let's talk about this girl, the 9 of Hearts. So before we make any decisions, I'm gonna share my screen.
Can you pop her signature card back up?
That's what I'm doing. It's very important. Okay, what was her birthday again?
May 27th, 1966.
Okay. Okay, now let me just look at her life path. The 5 of clubs. I have a wall here with the life path. Just want to just see if that 9, if there's something here that would spin it out. Just a minute. 5 of clubs. The life path. Where's the 5? There it is. Okay, there's no that life path is safe, but not, let me look at her 3 of diamonds. Just a minute.
So life path and signature card are the same thing?
No, life path is on the earth template. We go to the 5 of clubs on the earth template and we count to the left of it. And I don't see in either one a 9 that would cause it to flail. So if there's any other 9s or 6s around that, then, you know, I'm looking to see the stability of that. What would spin it out? So nothing in the life path for her, but I haven't done the reciprocal yet. And in yours, let me do yours just a minute. I remember you're a 7 of diamonds and a black 9. So those are 2 9s in the decanate, and that's okay as long as they're not 2, one's a 9s and one's a 6. So the 9s are okay together, but not a 9 and a 6. Okay, give me you're on October 14th. So that 7 of diamonds has a little flavor of the 9 of hearts, which is the blessed card, but that gives it a gaze, like a Jupiterian gaze, a blessing, because it's a blessed card and it's the twin to the 9 of hearts. So that's good. I'm just making little notes as we go along. Now let me remember your
Okay, now the 4 of spades here, her internal card is my stress card. 4 of spades.
no, you're her stress card. She perceives you as stress.
I'm her stress card.
Yeah.
Which means I cause her stress?
You're not on purpose, but just it is what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my daughter's my stress card, and my father was my stress card. They happen inside in the immediate family. So it tells me that she's one of your tribe. She belongs to your soul tribe.
Yeah.
But it's good for you to know that you could trigger her inadvertently, and that if she acts out,
I do.
if she acts out, like feel sensitive to what you have done, which you didn't do anything, right? But she would perceive it that he did something. You have to understand that her perception is that you did something, and that don't ever say to her that you're crazy. Validate her feelings always and say, I understand how you feel. I didn't do this though. I'm innocent, but I understand you feel this way because feelings are never wrong. And I validate your feelings, and I hope to cause you joy and not stress. You could say these words to her all the time. Always validate her.
I already have. We went through that already.
Okay, good.
On
Good.
the phone. So yeah.
Beautiful.
So
Okay, so tell me, what's her reciprocal? She's a May, so November 27th. Let me just check that. Oh yeah, she's a 6 of hearts. Okay. Okay, well, that does spin the 9 composite a bit. So I will say this, it's not like anything like OJ. It's not going to be that dramatic. Sometimes we meet people, our soulmates come here to help us to remember who we are, sometimes through a pinch, through shining the light on our faces that we aren't ready to see, being a mirror to the other person. And it's not always like these twin flame relationships. We don't meet twin flames because they're too much like us and we don't learn enough, and we're here to learn. So you're going to learn things with her. And there is going to be some tension, but there's going to be a lot of love and a lot of memories, because all the loops I saw tell me that you're together right now in another lifetime, and you have been and you will be. So she's one of your people. It's just that this system, and it liberates you from shame and blame and from feeling like a victim. Like, wait, she's acting like that's not the person I knew. Why is she acting that way? You have to understand she's going to react to you as her stress card to some degree. Now that we're reciprocals, we have 2 birthdays, just half the stress card. So that's good. Not a full stress, but still a stress. And so let her have her reaction. Don't take it personal, and just keep telling her that you're there for her and you mean no harm. And you are so sorry that she feels friction from you or stress from you, because you had no intention of doing that, and that, but to let her have her process, because that's part of the process. Give her space to freak out, but be there for her in a way that does not glom onto her, but just say, I'm here when you feel ready to talk to me. I'm always here, unconditionally loving you. And that can really save the day.
That's exactly what happened. That's a very good insight.
Good.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I'm so happy you've met her. I
Hey,
really am.
Can you pop up the complete birth date reading for September 1st, 1960, if that matters?
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on.
9/1. Yeah.
Yes. What about it?
Well, that was the other person that I was
Your platonic friend.
wondering about. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were wondering if it should move beyond platonic and be more than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you do the composite? I didn't write it down, did I?
Yeah, I did the composite.
What is the composite? Oh no, it was a 5 of hearts. I remember.
External
Yeah,
was a 5 of hearts.
Yeah.
The internal was the Queen of Diamonds, and the decadent was the Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds.
Yeah.
Trying to remember what
I'm
D
just
was.
going to say right off the bat is the only way that, I mean, unless we look at the reciprocal to see if something gets mitigated, just looking at this first glance without doing the other half, the reciprocal, a 5 of hearts composite is very difficult to sustain. The queen softens it, but it's very windy. So it would be a lot. The only thing so you can't change the wind, but you can change the sails. So if you wanted to be more than friends with this girl and make it last, you have a heart, that's nice. But this is also a divorce card, because it's wind between hearts, or wind with hearts traveling. It could be a honeymoon card. It could be traveling somewhere exotic and romantic. But you have to change the sails. The wind will always be there, moving you in feelings of restlessness and being fickle, which is part of, you being platonic with her for so long, since high school. The word fickle, meditate on that tonight. How you are like vacillating. Do I want to kiss her, or do I just want to be her friend? And that's what causes the indecision, is that restlessness. That is the portal between you two. That isn't something that is stabilizing. And we need stabilization, all of us, in love relationships, since, 1 out of 2 marriages and in divorce, it's very difficult to be in a relationship, which is why it's the fastest way to enlightenment, because it's difficult to sustain relationships. It takes a little time.
So we're better as friends.
Yes, I think, but I didn't do the reciprocal. I forget what that was. What was her reciprocal? So September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So March 1st, let's just look at that. Wait a minute.
This is her reciprocal?
Yeah, this is her reciprocal. And so with your 8 of, oh wow, you have the same deck in 8. Okay. You have a birth card of the 8 of clubs. She has an 8 of clubs. Okay, then the 9 of spades is a 48 and you're a 21. So do a 21 and a 48.
Uh,
48.
whoops.
69. Okay, it's a 4 of clubs. Oh, okay. So that's stabilizing. That's nice. So you make a 4 of clubs with her, and any kind of a 4 is nice to make with someone. It stabilizes the 5. The 5 is the opposite of the 4 in a way. So I like that. Now let's take your reciprocal to this reciprocal. So that your reciprocal 7 of diamonds. So a 33 to her 48. 33 to her 48 equals 81 minus 52 is a 29. 3 of diamonds. Does that, and that's her healing card. Oh, the relationship heals her.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it really does. So
Big time.
you have choice here. You know, and the thing is you remember, you know, you're taking a multiple choice exam and you don't know which question, you know, the multiple choice, it's usually the first one is the right answer. And you have waited how long since high school? And you said no to yourself. I'm going to stay friends. I feel like that's your first answer. There's something about that. You need to listen to it because there's something in you would have, I know you, pursued her if you felt a green light, but you felt fickle. You felt like, I don't know, I like her a lot. We get along. All systems go, but there's something. What was the reason?
There's a big thing.
What's that?
There's a big thing.
That there was a big reason?
Yeah, with her, yeah. The standing in the way. Yeah.
Okay.
She's not totally available. She wants to, but she's not.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me that. Is she married?
Yes.
Or she just can't get out of the marriage? And you would have married her? You
No.
would have dated her if she wasn't married?
Right. Probably. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, there might be a
But I
reason
don't.
that she stayed
I don't.
married.
I don't go there with married people.
Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. But people are maybe unemotionally, are not emotionally available. You know, when they stay married and they don't get themselves out of the mess, there's a reason. They
I
might
was
have
their.
no judgment.
I was their first love in high school.
Ah, that's a good story.
Yeah. So
Well,
we go way back.
then maybe, you know, another lifetime you can be with her. But this lifetime, she's married. You don't want to get involved with that. So there's your answer, you know, and that 5 of hearts, you know, it's just disappointment. It's a card of disappointment. So being together is like having a piece of chocolate that you just can't bite it. You can only look at it and smell it and dream about it.
There you
And
go.
she's married, and that's the 5 of hearts, disappointment of not being able to bite the chocolate. So I think this next girl, the one you're meeting tomorrow,
Yeah.
she's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're going to move to Tennessee with her.
I agree. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see about Tennessee, but
Well, it'll keep me posted.
probably so.
I have a feeling because you had the frequency of Tennessee in your chart.
She'll get
Yeah,
her way. Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks, Karen.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
That was a
Ciao.
huge help.
Good. I'm so glad.
I can sleep well tonight now.
Good. Well,
All right.
sweet dreams with the full moon. Sweet dreams.
You too. Love you.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Love you too. Bye bye. Bye, Melanie.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Bye.